city. Gonna play our guitars and sing you a country song. We'll all be flying higher than a jetliner. And if you want a little bang in your yin-yang, come along. Well, we flew through Cincinnati and we all got really happy. Grabbed a bowl of that Skyline chili along the way. Then we rode on into Canton, scared the hell out of Marilyn Manson, and the party started happening. Hey, hey, hey. And in the middle of a Charleston night, we ran into Jessica White, and a little moonshine got us right plumb smack insane. And we're coming to your city. Gonna play our guitars and sing you a country song. We'll all be flying higher than a jetliner. And if you want a little bang in your yin-yang, come along. Well, we broke down in Greenville in the middle of a hayfield, but a Bud Light truck pulled up and helped us out. So we did headed up to Philly, partied down like real hillbillies, brought the music mafia and rocked it out. Oh, and Chippewa's where we go when we're up in Buffalo. Don't you know those Yankees drink enough to drown? Yeah, we're coming to your city. Gonna play our guitars and sing you a country song. We'll all be flying higher than a jetliner. And if you want a little bang in your yin-yang, come along, come along. Listen up. Now LA's got the freaks at Pinks and $15 drinks, and San Antonio is a wild, wild rodeo. And in Phoenix, Arizona, we drank way too much Corona, and we woke up by the river in Jeff City, Mo. And we're coming to your city. Gonna play our guitars and sing you a country song. We'll all be flying higher than a jetliner. And if you want a little bang in your yin-yang, come along. Yeah, yeah, we're coming to your city. We're gonna play our guitars and sing you a country song. We'll all be flying higher than a jetliner. And if you want a little bang in your yin-yang, if you want a little zing in your zang-zang, if you want a little ting in your chang-chang, come along, come along, come along, come along. Yeah, we're coming to your city.
And welcome, everybody. It's a great morning. Sunshine is out. You can see the blue skies. It's the 17th day of December, and you've got a week left till Christmas Eve. Wow. Doesn't the year fly by fast? It seems like once you get older, everything just seems to move a little bit quicker compared to when you were young and you were waiting for Christmas, the anticipation of getting out of school and being able to be at home and get those presents, it's great to have you guys with us on the show. Had a great weekend. Had a good time at the Bowl Selection Show. 2-0. Joey Delk and I think Kinsley is 2-0. Billy Ray is 1-1. So that pick for Middle Tennessee, I don't think worked out for it. So I guess coaching changes really don't matter, Billy Ray, but hey, it's all good fun. Remember these fine sponsors because they are oh so great to us. Raising Cane's in Laurel. Look, go by there and get you some lunch today and give them $2 and you'll get an awesome Raising Cane's 3 calendar for the year coming up. And let me tell you, the $2 goes to the Animal Rescue League of Laurel. So that's pretty cool. Also, remember Kim's Nissan. It's the end of the year, and they've got some great blowouts, some good deals on some blowouts. And go by there and get you a Rogue. It's a fine car, and it's a smooth riding car. And me and my wife like it so much. And so remember that. Also, Tomley's Christmas Tree Farm. Christmas is, almost here. And if you haven't got your Christmas tree, go by there and get it. Also, Circle L Farm Supply in Bay Springs is got all your grass, your corn for your animals. So go by there and see them, and they'll be happy to help you. Jeff Sims is a great guy, and he knows his stuff. So go by there and see him. Also, we're going to be in Bay Springs later today. One of the best places around to get a blue plate is the Corner Table up there. So if you're around there, go by the Corner Table. Also, Mom and Dad's Country Cooking and Pedal. They've always got good eating. So either of those two they're Big John approved. Okay, so go by there and check those two establishments out. Your taste buds will thank you for it. Okay, so last night, the Eagles beat the Rams, and so Nick Foles works his magic to lead the Eagles past the Rams 30-23, and one of the biggest upsets of the season. The Eagles were 6-7 going into the game. The Los Angeles Rams were like 10-2, and the Eagles beat them. I mean, just dominated them. So beat them 30-23, and Foles had a great night. Finished 24-34 for 270 yards and an interception, but he really just moved the ball around with him and Alshon Jeffrey. They were 13.5 point underdogs. And so it was the second largest upset of the season behind the Buffalo Bills 27-6, toppling of the 17-point favorite Minnesota Vikings in week 3. So that's how big of a game this was. So if you took the money line in the Eagles, then you did pretty good last night. So shout out to you. The Eagles, I don't know, once you win a Super Bowl, it seems like the next year you struggle a little bit. But the Eagles have come on in the past weeks or so. And so what that means is it's really helping the Saints out, because the Saints, the more the the more the Rams lose, the better it is for the Saints. I know a lot of teams, when they clinch the division, they sort of slack off some, but that's not the case. Right now there's a tie in the West with the Chiefs and the Chargers. So the Saints are at 11-2. So all they got to do is beat the Panthers tonight and keep on winning. They play the Steelers next week and finish the season off against the Panthers again. I don't know. That was a bad scheduling, but the Rams have won the NFC West already. So there's not any competition there, but the Saints need to beat the Panthers tonight to move ahead of that. And I tell you what, shout out to the Chicago Bears. For the first time since 2010, they are the NFC North champions. They beat Green Bay yesterday 24-17. And it's still kind of up in the air in the NFC East. The Cowboys are sitting atop the league 8-6, but the Eagles and Redskins are tied at 7-7. The New York Giants, they have no hope. Right now, there's a tie in the AFC West between the Chiefs and the Chargers. The Chiefs and the Chargers split the regular season, so that could come down to the last 3 weeks. Both teams are in the playoffs. The Texans looks like are going to wrap up the AFC South. the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Ravens are neck and neck. So that's going to come down to the last few weeks. And the Patriots, they're 9-5. They should win the East. The Dolphins are sitting behind them at 7-7. So the AFC, it looks like it's pretty good. It's going to be a close finish. It's going to be interesting to watch and see how they shape up. So that's going to be fun to watch. Over the weekend, we saw some good basketball being played all over the place. And so let's look at that. Are the scores from this past weekend. I know Mississippi State won big Saturday in a game against Cincinnati. Cincinnati's always tough in basketball. Since they were in the Conference USA with Southern Miss, Mississippi State won 70-59. So that's a big win for them. Let's see, Ole Miss. We'll see. I think they played yesterday. They did play yesterday. They played Chattanooga and beat them 90-70. Ole Miss is having a good year. They're 8-2 under Kermit Davis Jr. So looks like he's doing a good job with them. Also, Southern Miss went on the road to take on Wichita State, and Wichita State beat them 63-60. Although Southern Miss played a good second half, they still came up short. I tell you, free throws will get you every time. And also, Steve Knight. Steve Knight and the Crusaders had a big game yesterday against Faulkner. Faulkner was the 7th-ranked team in the NAIA. They won 70-63. So a big win for the Cary Crusaders, my alma mater. So I'm proud of them and the job that Coach Knight has done. He has done a phenomenal job at William Carey in the years that he's been there. My Gonzaga Bulldogs, guys, they are slacking. They play some tough competition, though, and I will say they lost to North Carolina the other day. So, it's going to be good for them, though, because that helps them along the way. They beat Duke earlier in the season, so they're at number 4. They shouldn't drop out of the top 10 after losing to North Carolina, but they lost 103-90. So they should be fine. The Zags will be fine. They have some tough competition in the WCC, so it should be a lot of fun to watch down the stretch. So that's what's going on in the NFL and college basketball right now. Mississippi State is ranked 18th in the country, so the Bulldogs should move up after their win against Cincinnati, depending on the rest of the games, the rest of the teams, how they went this year. Also, this week, tomorrow, the bowl games continue, and you have the Cherry Bundy Boca Raton Bowl. And so that's going to be against UAB versus Northern Illinois. And so that's going to be at 6 o'clock on ESPN. I like UAB there. UAB, Bill Clark has done a fantastic job there at UAB, and so I like him to win that one. Then we'll talk about the other ones tomorrow. But that should be a really good game, and should be exciting, So there's been, as far as news goes in the sports world, not a whole lot of breaking news this morning, but we should figure it out in the next coming days. There's always going to be some kind of breaking news. So how about Les Miles, Kansas? I think he's going to do a good job at Kansas. I think he's going to be, very, very good for them. I think he's a good recruiter, and he'll have Kansas back and rolling. Also,